For the first time in more than 2 centuries, trillions of cicadas are making their way above ground. Periodical cicada broods that operate on a 13 and a 17-year cycle are resurfacing in Midwestern and southeastern U.S. states simultaneously. This is the first time it's happened since 1803. The dual emergence of the insects, which are about 2.5 to 5 centimeters large, will be impossible not to see or to hear. And for more on this once-in-a-lifetime phenomenon, we're joined by Floyd Shockley, Collections Manager at the Department of Entomology at the Smithsonian National Museum of Natural History. Welcome to your morning. Great to have you here.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Okay, let's play everybody this sound. The sound of cicadas together can reach 110 decibels. That's like a jet engine. So we're going to play this clip so our viewers get a sense of what a group of them can sound like. So it sounds like a low buzz right now, but you put that together, it can be really aggravating. What else makes these insects so unique?
Well, obviously, so you already mentioned, because they have a long life cycle underground as nymphs, that 13 and 17-year underground period is utterly unique, even among cicadas, but among all insects. And, you know, they're not sleeping. They're actively moving around and they're feeding on tree sap and tree juices through the roots. But it is, you know, this mass emergence that really makes them, you know, noticeable, especially in years and places where you see these emergences. You know, they'll typically come out in the billions at a time. It's a strategy called predator satiation. They figure if enough of them come out all at once, predators can't eat them all, and enough of them are able to mate and complete their life cycle.
It is a natural phenomenon. Those pictures of them in the nymph stage, they look kind of Gollum looking. I've never really seen them in that stage, just usually like the one that we're showing you here. Brood 13, as it's known, is already emerging in Georgia. They're coming up from the soil. So what does the timeline of both breeds' reemergence look like?
So because they are typically cued in the year of an emergence by soil temperatures reaching 64 degrees Fahrenheit, it's natural for the brood emergence to actually begin in the southernmost portions of the species distribution and then slowly move forward. So as you said, there are already members of brood 19, which is the southern brood. It's the 13-year brood that are already starting to emerge now. The ones that are coming out now are not coming out in large numbers. And so that's not really the mass emergence, but that mass emergence will begin in the south, along the southeastern U.S. And up into parts of Arkansas and southern Missouri. Within the next few weeks, it will begin, and it'll get larger and larger. There will be more and more, and the sound will become more and more noticeable. And then that will continue for about a month. And then around the same time as brood 19 is slowing down, brood 13, which is the 17-year brood, that's the northern brood that is focused in Illinois, parts of Indiana, Wisconsin, and Iowa, those will start kicking up in late May and last through all of June and into early July.
Okay, I have to ask you, Floyd, because I know this has to excite you. This is the first time in 200 years, and this is your field of study. What excites you the most?
Well, so one of the things that I'm most excited about, so obviously here in Washington, D.C., we had our large emergence in 2021, so that was great because you didn't have to go very far. You literally just had to step out the front of the museum, and they were swarming in the trees on the National Mall. So it was really easy to get good samples then. But one of the things that makes this so exciting is this was one of those rare years where you do have a dual emergence and you have a 17-year brood and a 13-year brood at the same time. Now, why does that matter? Because usually you can only collect the species of one brood or another, but in this 1 year, over the course of a few weeks, you'll potentially be able to collect specimens of all 7 species that occur in the eastern U.S. in the same year. And so we can do all types of things. Adding those specimens to the collection includes increases our knowledge of their distribution and how that distribution is changing in relation to climate change and human-mediated habitat changes. And it also gives us samples that we can use for genetic study to look at populations, how their genetics are changing. And in a case like this year, where you've got 2 broods out, the possibility of genetic mixing between the broods can't be completely ruled out. And so that's a very exciting possibility for us this year.
Floyd, now I'm excited about that as well. So thanks for sharing your knowledge with us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.